Here's your text with punctuation added. Explorers sending lower back unnerving data to Earth. The Explorer 1, NASA's farthest voyaged space apparatus, keeps on being visiting across revealed regions popular in the universe almost 50 years after its send-off. Researchers are puzzled by utilizing the startling realities that this popular region test framework is sending lower back to Earth. State-of-the-art, what gives off an impression of being a glitch may be a piece of us as we impart roughly the curious records that the Explorer has been communicating again to Earth during its source space investigation excursion. Researchers have been associated with cutting-edge more noteworthy around the country's past since the huge explosion and animated the delivery that current the Explorer 1 and Explorer 2, among various region missions. The Explorer 2 changed into really the first shuttle to send off, departing from the NASA Kennedy Space Center on August 21, 1977. On September 5th, fresh out of the plastic new that same year, Explorer 1 became sent off 2 weeks afterward. However, how could they switch? Lock as twins, the weight present day of both tests is 720 pounds, around comparable to a little vehicle. Both current them were delivered, however long a window would last. Cutting-edge novel external planet arrangements that cause a slingshot impact to send off the distance make from one planet to another. They've, anyway, required to move at different rates and on various directions. On December 15, 1977, Explorer 1 was equipped for sidestepping its indistinguishable double best in class, and from that point forward, it has been our go-to AED for present day around various records in space evaluated puzzles. The first shuttle to achieve that became this one when it began its Jovian imaging project in 1978. It became around 265 million kilometers from our planet and sent an enormous some present-day previews back to us. The Explorer 1 finished an amazing 108-hour stretch starting in January 1979, during which it caught 3,750 photos. State-of-the-art Jupiter's turn to deliver a period-pass film showing 10 state-of-the-art The Planet Turns. It had gone through the Jovian Moon framework in February 1979, and after a month, it had found the little rings encompassing Jupiter. Explorer 1 likewise made a one-of-a-kind discovery while it found new moons named T. What's more, made exact moves could be made to ensure that the rocket is prepared for its flyby of Saturn and to forestall an expected impact with Titan, one of Saturn's moons. Journey 1 additionally found 4 other moons during today's circle of Saturn, comprising of Mimas, Enceladus, Tethys, and Dione. Researchers picked to stop the Explorer planetary assignment after the Saturn mission became finished and sent both Explorer 1 and Explorer 2 out of practitioners. Current our Sun gadget at a speed of 325 million miles, consistent with the year in January 1990, the fresh out-of-the-box new mission, formerly known as the Explorer Interstellar Mission, started off contemporary. The most generally notable images and records portraying the sun-powered and cutting-edge planets have been taken through Explorer 1. On February 14, 1990, even as it became 6 billion kilometers from the Sun, they ultramodern noted as the sunlight-based contraption. The present picture, there were 60 total pictures taken via Explorer 1, bringing the full wide assortment of pictures taken through the rocket to 670. Regardless of the reality that Mercury and Mars can't be apparent inside the photos for various reasons. In the end, the spacecraft's cameras were stopped to ration energy and memory before its outing to interstellar space. Furthermore, to the interstellar tests, Explorer 1 and Explorer 2 NASA furthermore works the Trailblazer 10, Trailblazer 11, and New Horizons rockets. Prior to Explorer 1, passing via the Trailblazer 10 on February 17, 1998, the Trailblazer 10 became the uttermost shuttle Explorer 1 gotten through its excursion for a comparably 14 years sooner. Then it at long last showed up in the interstellar climate on August 25, 2012, with next to no other space tests in sight to find. Anyway, NASA didn't openly announce the achievement until 2013. We could visit November 2018. Each space test has authoritatively left the Sun gadget while Explorer 2 crossed the heliopause and entered the interstellar medium. Explorer 1 is thought to be 14.5 billion miles or 550 million kilometers from Earth. It has persisted to furnish us with crucial records that no other space test missions have been able to do, uncovering since it entered the unseen domain past our Sun gadget. The spaceship has spent the greater part of its 45-year experience in space in great wellness. Anyway, lately, experts have decided a couple of strange oddities in its exhibition. Explorer 1 is by communicating baffling signs returned to Earth, giving the impact that its far unsure cutting edge its area facilitates. There is a startling curve to the trouble, despite the fact that ordinarily, researchers have pre-customized Explorer to enter experimental mode or sound an alert inside the occasion that it becomes lost in space. Anyway, up till this point, it has not. Besides, its radio wire, which communicates insights lower back to Earth, gives off an impression of being in excellent running request. Anyway, the measurements it has as of now been sending are dubious. The interstellar traveler is working present day, taking orders from Earth and completing them, also as gathering and sending logical insights. Anyway, readouts from the test's verbalization and control framework try not to precisely mirror what's taking region inside, as per NASA authorities. What precisely is occurring ready then? At that point, every space apparatus that is going cutting-edge interstellar space, including the Explorer 1 and 2, has an exceptional 12-inch diameter gold-plated plate that is stacked with sound and video messages as a reinforcement in the event that an outsider species finds the boat. 35 Earth commotion, 115 live pictures, an hour and a half contemporary Western music, and good tidings from previous U.S. President Jimmy Carter and previous UN Secretary General Kurt Waldheim are as it were a couple of the items on the space DVD. Additionally, they're kept in 55 particular dialects, so in the event that it was taken over by utilizing outsiders, they would conceivably be endeavoring to decipher the signs. Mind that the spaceship is as of now under the bearing of outsiders has been rapidly declined by science researchers. Explorer's capacity to highlight relies intensely upon the mentality and verbalization control machine. For starters, it continually keeps its receiving wire focused on Earth so researchers can solidly get realities. Also, it controls how the spaceship is situated. Engineers safeguarding an eye fixed on the circumstance currently experience that the bull is working as it should, which basically gives to the mystery we as of now face. Besides, none of the well-being highlights intended to safeguard the shuttle from risk had been activated. Steady with Susan DoD, task boss for Explorer 1. A secret like this is standard for the course at this variable inside the Explorer adventure. The shuttle is both around 45 years of age, which is a bit much more established than what was conceived inside the undertaking plan. D also perceives that the shuttle's designing group will experience some standard-sized troubles in settling the bother with Explorer 1. The distance among us and the space test, the challenges are strong to a great extent fresh out of the box new. The rocket being around 14.5 billion miles from Earth, this sizable distance presents a few complexities that the gathering should explore cautiously. A salvage activity is almost unrealistic given the cutting-edge, innovative, and strategic limitations. Explorer 1 is a long way past the range of any space apparatus or fixed project that we could possibly transport. The space apparatus extraordinary excursion has brought it into the furthest regions of our sun-powered gadget and then some into interstellar space, wherein it keeps to travel also distant from us. Each day, messages got from Earth at the speed of light take almost 21 hours to arrive at Explorer 1's advanced region. Cutting edge, any order or preparing sent through the designing group, it requires a full-size amount of time to be gotten via the shuttle. This defer represents a colossal task for genuine time inconvenience settling and investigating. Besides, when Explorer 1 methodologies the order, any response or data it sends back to Earth will take another 21 hours to return. This really intends that two-way conveyance among Earth and the space diagram takes a middle pristine 2 days. This kind of defer makes it exceptionally difficult to carry out short fixes or iterative investigating strategies that are best in class. Basic while managing convoluted specialized issues, the designing group needs to carefully design and execute each order, expecting assorted possibilities and expected results. Not at all like Missions Brand and New Earth, where architects can quickly send and get guidelines, the extended verbal trade delay requires a more key and powerful individual technique. Every readiness must be cautiously created to resolve the perceived issues without causing more issues, considering the delay time it will take to check whether the order had the incline toward impact. The extensive correspondence put off furthermore implies that the designing group has confined chances to cooperate with the rocket. Each order sent should be viable and exact, leaving no place for blunders. This requires great oceans looking at and approval stylish orders on the planet before they're sent to Explorer 1. Notwithstanding those calculated challenges, the actual rocket is finished 40 years antique, having been sent off in 1977. The age readiness, despite the fact that it now is the ideal opportunity taken into thought verifiable by contemporary prerequisites, the designing group needs to work with framework and designs that were planned and built inside the 70s, which gives another layer of intricacy to the issue settling method. The horrible environmental factors contemporary space moreover take a cost for the space. Apparatus, equipment, and frameworks. The harsh vacuum of interstellar space, alongside expanded radiation levels and other inhospitable conditions, could impact the shuttle's exhibition and build up new obstacles that were scarcely considered before the mission. Engineers are persistently observing the interstellar mission and attempting to interpret the challenging, surprisingly modest issues in Explorer 1's operation. While it's baffling to not have quick answers, the inventive people are not leaving any stone unturned in endeavoring to fathom the difficulty. They maintain a positive attitude and keep on researching and planning to uncovering the bewildering signs and to get a handle on a full understanding of the complex issues they face. The voyage of Explorer 1, which has surpassed its anticipated lifetime by numerous years and continues to convey important insights from interstellar space, stays an impressive accomplishment of human innovation and determination.